Don't judge me. I just wish you knew.
Yeah, as you already know what happened. What's happening? 6-man K Styles here. On the late side of the game again with the boy Bad Mike Sports on the left side of the screen.
Ew.
And today's edition of the 6-man combo is going to be a very interesting conversation. Now, give a shout out to the people that sit here that's been waiting. As I get clowned again, Ski P, got Leo, D. Sloan, Maurice Martin, Mucho, Keyshawn, what's happening? Let's go ahead and get right into it, y'all. Terry Lloyd, what's going on? What's good? All right, Mike, man. What's going on with you, man? How we doing this evening?
Well, nothing. Just waiting.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just waiting. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I'm just waiting. Do y'all know what y'all waiting for?
Mike, I think they already know by now.
Oh.
So I think they already know.
Oh, I'm late. Okay.
No. Did I say you was late, motherfucker?
I'm just saying I'm late to the party of knowing. That's all.
Mike, come on. Yo, smart Alec. Come on, bitch. You already know what that is. Nah.
There you go.
Nah, man, but are you ready for this conversation here? Because, like I said, this is something a little bit different that I did not expect that I was going to be having. But before we go ahead and get right into it, man, is there anything that you want to, in sidebar, you want to let off on, get off your chest?
I don't know. Do I? I guess they got some new head coaching positions. I guess they do have that.
Well, what's available? What's been going on?
Well, I think it's a punk bitch move by the Ravens. But I think we all kind of saw that coming.
Well, do tell. We here for the foolishness.
Jesse Minter is the head coach of the Ravens.
Is that why he declined the interview with the Browns?
It seems like it. Seems like it. Yeah, it seems like it. To be honest, I just think the Ravens are some hoes. To be honest.
Explain to me what made them some holes on that.
Because I mean, Jesse, man, I'm not saying he's not a good defensive coordinator, but like we know why he signed it. It's because they're trying to give off the impression that he's actually ready to be a head coach. Because that little bitch that they got at quarterback, got everybody fired. Now they're trying to act like real businessmen all of a sudden.
Mm. Well. Hey, like I said, they chose the guy. They chose the guy. Um, like I said, I just surprised. I ain't gonna say I'm surprised, but it's just very interesting that.
Interesting. I'm not surprised. Like I said, it's interesting.
Mm. So maybe they thinking with him being a disciple of the other hardball, maybe they maybe they thinking that he could push them to the next level. But you know what's gonna happen if they don't? You know he's going to be. He's going to be blamed for everything. So I just hope he's ready for it. So, hey, congratulations to him. Yeah, it ain't really too much news going on a lot of things, but let's go ahead and get right. Let's go ahead and get right into the scoop of things. As you already know, Atlanta Falcons did get some news today. And some new personnel changes has been made, as y'all already see in the title. The Atlanta Falcons have hired Miss Jacqueline Rodgers as the new manager of coaching operations.
Yeah.
Let me say that again. Jacqueline Smith, the manager of coaching operations. Mooch already asked the question, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. That's what
the conversation is today. We are all going to find out together because I thought, my opinion, Fred, Zach Robinson in Tampa along with TJ Yates and them. So you know how that go. He gets to be reunited with Baker Mayfield. So they can swap sad horror stories. But yeah. Mucho really sitting here asking what the fuck is that? So
believe me, you know.
You gonna know. You gonna find out. Hold on, let me pull it up because we actually have some detailed information about what that position consists of. Definitely shout out to Don for the information. Who the hell is that? Never mind. I said talk about who the hell is that? Well, like, okay, so the manager, Mike, what's your thoughts on what do you think is the manager of coaching operations thing going on?
Manager of coaching operations. Manager of coaching operations.
Let me ask the people in the chat. Yeah. Jet Life, yeah. Just think of Jet Life, the Jet Life commercial. What do y'all think is the manager of coaching operations?
Mm-hmm.
So, Mike, what you think? What you think this is?
Well, I think it's some. Should I really say what I would think, or just wait? Because I might spoil it.
I mean, go right ahead. Like you said, it,
Because the manager of coaching operations. Because my thing is, if why the fuck do you need something like that?
mm, yeah, uh, because it's all.
That right there, that's the like. Uh, I guess if you ask yourself the right question, if you ask yourself the question, like, all right, instead of saying what is that, the question should be why is that? Why should I have to assist a creative position to assist the coach? Like, shouldn't that be the job of the other assistants, like assistant head coach, assistant to the head coach?
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't that be the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, special teams guy? Like, shouldn't that be their job?
Yeah,
Like, why should I? Why should I specifically have a job for that? See, now everybody asking them. Like, I want y'all to ask the questions because I think that'll be a little bit more interesting.
mm-hmm.
They ask the questions.
Right.
Put yourself. Let's pretend like I'm me and K Styles are you.
Mm.
That right there. Why would I need an assistant manager of the coaching for coaching? Why would Mike need that? Why would K Styles need that type of like? Why would Mike or K Styles, if we're the head coaches, why should we need that? Somebody already on it. I think somebody's on because I think that like I want to see how smart you guys are. You think somebody's on it, kid? Because that's interesting.
Because it's and I think somebody in here um hello, let's see. So Ski says, isn't that Matt Ryan's job? Terry Lloyd says public relations.
I want
Somebody
y'all don't be blurting out bullshit. I want you to actually think about what you're saying because I'm already saying some stupid ass shit. Think about what you're saying before you say it, before you guys type. Think about what you're saying.
DJ Big Q says we are that desperate to not fuck up again. Um, Alberto Molina says feels like a human resource on the field. We don't know. Okay. You want me to give you what I think
Yeah.
what this is, Mike? This is essentially somebody. This is basically somebody to report to the higher ups of what the hell's going on in the coaching office. AKA sounds like a snitch to me, granddad.
Sound like a dirty, rotten fucking snitch. Okay? Okay? That's a guy, everybody. It's a fancy word for a damn snitch. And now another question that comes after that though.
What's up?
Why a snitch? That right there is it. Why a snitch? Why would you have to create that position? Because it's the first time we've heard of that position, especially with this team. This isn't the first time this position has been made throughout the NFL. Just so you guys know, this is the first time we've heard it with this team.
Because the manager of coaching operations is actually used within a few teams in the NFL. Not many teams have this position. Usually the teams that I'm reading that usually have this is the Rams, the Packers, the Chiefs. Those are really like three of the main teams that have this, title in the building. Basically what it sounds like to me, it sounds like Raheem and Rich did something they wasn't supposed to do. And now, like you said, now they not taking any chances on that shit happening again.
Uh-huh.
What is what's your thoughts on that take?
So, as we know, all right. So I'll just say this. Well, I know certain things happen. My brother is a higher up, pretty much over the entire state of um Georgia, city of Atlanta, I should say, with a certain company. Okay, and I know what comes with that position because I see him deal with it dang near every day, and it's a nonstop. It's a constant move. So a lot of times when things happen under his watch, a lot of times they don't find out till like I'm talking about months, if not years later. I know this to be true. Like sometimes they don't find out for a long time. And I'm talking about the higher ups. They don't find out too hard. So if that's the case, why are teams feeling as though that this is like that position is something that they needed to create? Because like I said, not many teams have this. Not many teams has this position. Handful of teams, they indeed have this. My thing is somebody has been doing some things And a lot of these owners are starting to catch up to what a lot of these executives has been doing.
Yeah, that, like I said, that right, like that, like Mucho got it right here. This role typically includes scheduling, implementing technology platforms, monitoring performance metrics, and ensuring overall efficiency and compliance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, is that Mucho said we had one before. He said was the Rob the Dona was the manager of coaching operations before from 22 to 24. I don't think we had one in 2025. Yeah, but like I said, the thing about it is we didn't really hear about it. That's why it sounds that's why it kind of throws it off a little bit. But I don't like you said, and that being kind of a major announcement as well as, keeping Huxtable as the defensive assistant, Michael Petre and others. They usually kept that one under wraps because like I said, I'm
they don't. They typically don't. This right here position doesn't necessarily get pushed out like that.
mm-hmm. Like it may be there, but just as far as the public eye, they usually don't push it like that. So that said, so do y'all think this is a position we should have been implementing in the front office, or if it's the backlash from the last coaching staff? What you think? What's your take on that, Mike?
So so the word thing is talking about this is a position that's in layman's term to kind of break it down. Pretty much just make sure that you're operating under the right rules, so you won't have deal with a lot of um, you won't deal with a lot of possible lawsuits inside. You know, so that's what the position in itself is, making sure that you are operating under the right rules, and you're talking about the coaching aspect of things, which brings us to that super chat case style.
There you go with the $5 super chat. Dear Lord, the Ike Hilliard Ray McLeod situation was a lot bigger and deeper than we think it was.
Mm-hmm. Yes. See, that's about. So again, that's what that position is usually for, to make sure that the coaching staff is doing the right things under the right rules, under the right circumstances. Which brings us to like, you know, with the Ike Hilliard, Ray McLeod situation, where like again, this is my own personal opinion. Um, it's just making sure that the things that you're doing, that the NFL can't get in trouble for it. Because we had that this year. A couple of situations, like you said. The Ray McLeod situation, where he said it was this and it was a completely different situation from what others are saying. Like I hear you. He said it was performance based, and the Falcons ain't the Falcons have been in a position too where they where Raheem Morris kind of got Terry Fontenot and some nonsense, and our quarterback Kirk Cousins got the general manager in some nonsense because he got us Dr. Pick. So it's interesting that this is. So what do you think here? Because my thing is, I
I mean, like I said, we put it to perspective. We already we already kind of come up with the idea that this possibly may be one of those things where, baby boy, as y'all already know, Josh Blank has been working with the NFL in the NFL headquarters for like the last few years. So he's got an opportunity to kind of, you know, check out some things and see how some of the operations and stuff work. And like you said, it's just one of those situations where it's we're not gonna leave it we're not gonna leave not one stone unturned. It's almost kind of like a cover your ass type of situation.
mm-hmm.
And it's I'm just sitting here like, wow, you you literally damn near had to fuck this whole thing up. You had to do something completely bad to come up with this situation like this, bro.
Because it was somebody. The thing is someone that the coach had. He brought her in from Cleveland, so it obviously is somebody that they trust.
Mm.
Because what I'm hearing is something that someone that Kevin Stefanski brought in with her from Cleveland.
Well,
So to kind of keep them on the reps. Maybe that's something similar to like maybe a lawyer of sorts to make sure that's like, hey, you may want to, do this in a different way or say this in a different way. Because it's really interesting.
yeah, like I said, um, I'm really intrigued by it. That, like I said, we'll go down here. So Leo said somebody got caught doing sneaky shit. Jet is that Leo said they don't want no more BS going around. Drafted a linebacker they was calling Captain America, but he played like Jubilee. And Mucha and Fred here says he thinks he thinks it was doing a lot of sabotaging things behind the scenes. And Southside here asked the question. He said, "Is this a good thing or a bad thing?"
Man, it's always a good thing when you cover yourself.
Mm.
But the thing is, you're talking about millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, millions to hundreds of millions of dollars at stake. So you want to have everything, especially with everybody with these. Everybody think essays is a new money grab right now. So you always want to keep someone you trust next to you. So I think it's a good thing.
Mm. But we'll see how it fly. We will see how it flies because, like you said, could this be could this be a difference in operations front office wise, or well, what I'm trying to say is this going to be one of those things where they're going to be holding a lot more accountability
Mm-hmm.
for the coaching staff in itself. Um, yeah, preventive measures.
Yeah.
Uh, D. Coleman said they must have did a lot of self audit of their operations and know for a fact that if the league found out, they'd be fucked.
Yeah, I don't see this as a bad thing. The thing is it just shows you that you got to cover everything because a lot of these guys. The thing is, what came out of his mouth, Mister Blankmouth, is that one of the things he said in firing those guys and letting those guys go is that they really weren't transparent on a lot of things. That's why you bring in um, companies to pretty much audit your business because, I mean, that's what a lot of big companies do also.
Mm-hmm.
And I know K Styles understand that because he works in the warehouse. I know you all understand that all too well.
Don't don't help me with a don't show me with a good time.
Because that's the thing. So it's not like a lot of times you be thinking because a lot of people inside they be thinking they can get away with a lot of things, so they'll just you know they'll hide money,
Mm-hmm.
hide inventory, so they can end up making money on the side, things of that nature. They can do this. They can set it up for their people. There's a lot of things that goes on with that. You probably think to yourself that it doesn't happen in a lot of like this will never happen in a big $1 million place like this. Nah, it happens a lot
It
more than you
happens. Yeah, that's why in a lot of times in those cases that's why they be looking for people that they can trust.
think. Mm-hmm.
And like I said, man, you got a lot of people in here, so y'all make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button while we at it, man. I'm kind of surprised that you got a lot of people in here for this conversation. 'Cause this is something completely different. Um, let me see. So, like I said, so because what it looks like to me, it looks like what they're doing Like even with Matt Ryan himself, it's almost like they're kind of splitting up Rich McKay's operational duties into a multitude of departments.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And like you said, and I think the GM still gonna be the GM, still gonna be the GM.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, I think it's just gonna be like tiers of, like you said, they just basically like, yeah, Rich McKay did he did some bullshit. He done did some, he did some
Yeah.
him personally done did some bullshit because you're splitting up his responsibilities into different departments. Yeah. Arthur said I ain't having this shit.
Save money by splitting the responsibility. He's watching and keeping tabs on a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I read. Yeah, she was a logistical intern with the Browns in 2024. So I know that much. That's about all we know about this lady here. There's so many damn Jacqueline Rodgers. I couldn't even find a picture of what she looked like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
Typically, when that happens, it's usually someone's a lawyer of sorts, an advisor that they come.
Right. Mm. But
That many different, like I said, that many different titles.
but yeah, but we're gonna see how it plays out, man. Because like I said, I'm very intrigued. And like I said, it just sounds like Josh Blake implemented this, like I said, through his experience as an NFL executive. So
Mm-hmm.
this sounds like something that he put on he put in Daddy's ear, Daddy Blank. But also on other news with that too is how you feel about them retaining Michael Petrie as the running backs coach?
Oh, I mean, it makes me feel pretty good about retaining a lot of players. To be honest, um, guys like Turner, obviously Bijan, but a lot of the offensive linemen when the running back coach ends up coming back. To be honest, I think that's the thing that I look at most. Like when the running backs come back, like typically, you're trying to bring a lot of these guys back. If you bring back the coach to try to keep someone happy, you would think.
Yeah.
And they're not trying to change too much up. Like I said, the offense in itself is already. I don't think it's changed. Look. I've said before, when you run in the outside zone running scheme anyway, like a lot of running backs already hit it that a lot of a lot of teams are running outside zone running schemes. And you kind of see what the Falcons are doing, especially with Bijan. Yeah, I think that's a good sign to to have him there. To be honest,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, like I said, Dave Huxtable, senior defensive assistant, Nick Jones, assistant offensive line, coach, and Michael Petrie. So yeah, that's pretty much like that. That's just pretty much what they got going on today as far as the shake up in the coach's office. So it ain't too bad. Not too much really going on. Um, yeah, that background, Jones, assistant offensive line coach. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Bill Callahan, of course. Know that. Yeah, so it pretty much ain't really been too much going on. Like you said, just pretty much just retaining. And I think defensively, I think they're pretty much gonna. I think the goal is they're going to retain as many of the coaches and assistants that they have on the defensive side. Like I said, we haven't really heard any news on that. But if Olbrick is still here 9 times out of 10, you guys like your Nate Ollies and them will probably still be here, at least for another year.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Um,
remainder of the contract.
exactly. Um, Keyshawn said Tommy Reese isn't as bad as people make him out to be. The caller says it's gonna look more like Arthur Smith's office than whatever the fuck we've been doing. Kiki John said can't wait to see Caleb McGarry back. Um, it said Addison McDoulet, coordinator of coaching operation.
That's
I
the
don't know.
same. It's the same
It's
position.
it's the same position. Like I said, it's not like I said. Every team has a rendition of that title, but it's the same responsibilities. Like you said, just basically a liaison from the coaches to the higher ups. Like I said, a glorified snitch.
Mm-hmm. Everybody has those HRs that come in every department and just look at everything and try to see if everybody doing this right and doing that right. That's pretty much glorified snitch. Okay,
That's it.
y'all know when y'all gotta go out there and make sure the company is running under
The guidelines.
guidelines.
D. Kobe said OSHA.
I mean, look, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, ICE, all that. Look, these are glorified snitches. Okay, that's all it is.
But yeah, like I said, man, you just want to throw that out there. Like I said, y'all go ahead, y'all put your questions in here. Again, we just do Q&A. And like I said, ain't really much to talk about. No, kind of the big thing I'm seeing online is, Cam Newton shitting on Kevin Stefanski. Like I said, honestly, really don't care about that. And like I said, Cam Newton's not even like that right there. I'm at the point. I'm at the point right now where, like I said, a lot of people just ain't gonna like the move. Like I said, oh well, it's been done. We'll see what we gonna see what happens from there.
Mm-hmm.
But let me see. We got the hall monitors. So who? Let me see. Hold on. So let me see. All right, man. We got Jerome says, would you be mad if we signed Jerome Ford and Chubb to replace Tyler's production? Both should be cheap. I don't know. Like I said, we got to figure out the GM aspect of things.
Tyler's a backup too. Everybody, backups are cheap. Backups don't cost a lot of money. Tyler's gonna be cheap too. Okay,
Like I said,
he wants to be here.
Like I said, that's unless a team throws the bag for him to be a starter. Like I said, that's why I said when it comes to a lot of that stuff, like I said, we really ain't gonna have a full clue unless we get the GM, unless we finally get that GM position straight.
Unless I hit up some of his family members and ask him, hey, is Tyler coming back? Just think that he'll be back, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Backups don't get a lot of big time offers like that anyway. So if it was my guess, it would probably be leaning towards Tyler coming back, unless somebody believes that he's a starting running back. That's not a foregone conclusion that somebody thinks he is a starting running back. All right, it's not a certain.
Yeah, everything is just based on what the market is. So, like I said, you ain't gonna know until we know. Do you think Pitts will be re-signed?
Look, motherfucker, I'm tired of answering that goddamn question, Fred. You done asked me that 20 times on Twitter. You don't ask me 20 times. I said, I don't know. We won't know until we gotta give it time. Okay? I don't know what Matt Ryan is thinking. I wish I did, so I can make some money off you motherfuckers by selling my knowledge. I sure as hell would. I'm not like the other motherfucker. I will sell you motherfuckers.
He do. I guess he did. He said he'll put laughing emojis, so he do what he would do.
Fuck you, Fred.
Oh man.
But seriously, I will sell my knowledge. I'm not like all the other motherfuckers. Like y'all, look, you gonna pay me something for that knowledge. But like I said, in all seriousness, man, I think it just come down to like we just gotta be. We don't know what other teams are thinking. Somebody probably looking at Tyler like he's a ham sandwich right now.
Mm-hmm.
They can't wait to get a piece of him.
Exactly.
I'm looking at Kyle Pitts. I don't know what these guys are thinking. These guys are quality players. Anytime you're a quality player, a lot of times it just goes on based on the market. Whoever goes out there and say, hey, look, I'm talking to your agent. I need to talk to your agent. I told your agent I'm about to give you $30 million a year to be our starting running back or our starting tight end. I'm gonna give you $30 million guaranteed. Like, we don't know that yet. So we'll see what the market is. The first person that throws it out there, we'll see.
Exactly.
They won't waste no time. Believe me, they will not waste no time to go after Tyler or Kyle Pitts. I guarantee you that.
Exactly. All right, Money here said, do you think the Bills owner was out of line on his comments about Keon Coleman? I didn't really get a chance to read all of it. I don't even know what it said. I just know that he was cut. I think, I don't know. My thing is on that situation is I think they said they released him, if I'm not correct. I mean, he just been a draft disappointment. So I don't know exactly what the comments that were being said. But like I said, I just know he's kind of disappointed the uppers up there in Buffalo. I don't know if they've already cut him or they plan on cutting him because he just hasn't picked it up. And it kind of doesn't surprise me for the fact that he was a healthy scratch for the last month of the season up there too. So Hey, you gonna, he said the coaches wanted Coleman and the front office didn't.
I mean, that's not a surprise.
Mm-mm.
And that's what happened here.
Mm-hmm.
Front office wanted Michael Penix. The coaches didn't want him.
Right.
So that's not a. I mean, that's not like that's not a surprise, to be honest. That happens all the time. Every year you have a player that the ownership loves and they want to turn him to something. They want to turn him into the star, but the coaches is like, nah, I'm good on it. That's why a lot of guys get fired. A lot of coaches get fired because they don't believe in the coach, the player that the front office wanted to turn into something.
Right.
And I mean, a prime example of this is called it was a quarterback that used to play for the Dallas Cowboys. You know who that guy is, Kidstown?
Troy Aikman.
Mm-mm.
Oh, he said play quarterback. Hold on. What was
A quarterback that the ownership loves, but the coach was like, yeah, I don't think he's that good.
Tony Romo? I had to get the question again because I heard it and then I blanked out for a second.
Yep. So we see that all the time where front office believe that this guy's such a great quarterback. Because Jerry Jones loved the hell out of Tony Romo. But the coach was like, bro, he's not that good. Okay. Everybody tried to tell him, but he wasn't listening. So that happens all the time.
Lord, Ski, you ain't worth a damn. He talking about, do you think we should resign David Steve?
That motherfucker he ain't signed. He ain't got no contract. What that is? You just answer your own question.
Yeah, this shit we say is that Troy Aikman say he has a lot of potential and an upcoming receiver for the Falcons. Thoughts on this?
Stop lying. You just trying to read that highlight. Read that highlight to try to get a response out of me. Like, you got to do better than that if you're gonna get a response out of me. That ain't even smart.
That is funny. That is funny because we done went through the whole year talking about this. Like, can't be an up and coming receiver. You turn 30 this season.
30 years old talking about up and coming.
That motherfucker didn't even know what the fuck he was.
That motherfucker catching the same amount of passes that he was.
Oh my God.
He not even doing that because he wasn't catching no damn passes.
Lord, Weston said Romo was.
That man said David Sears get paid by the hour. Jesus Christ.
I think I'll go with one more question. It'll probably be the last question here. We probably gonna get up on out of here soon. So Mucho asked, do you think AJ Brown is done with the Eagles or the Eagles done with AJ Brown?
He reading a book on the sideline. What do you think? Mucho, what's wrong with what? You on crack today, Mucho?
Yeah.
He reading a book on the sideline talking about, you think he come? They both done with each other. He reading the book.
I don't even know what. I wish I would have
playing time.
I wish I would have knew what book he was reading on the sideline. That's the thing. I wish I knew what book he was reading.
We still trying to figure that out. I don't even know what book he reading. They done, he done. I think that's the answer.
It's better because, like I said, been a major distraction for him all year. Well, I say, yeah, he's
It
been
started
causing
back
a
the
lot of
year
issues.
previous. It started in the Super Bowl year. It started at the halfway to that. You remember before they made the Super Bowl run, it was an issue because he was trying to get paid, and they ended up giving him paid, and then he found something wrong with that too when he got
Yeah,
paid. So
right.
this dude just got problems, man.
You said dude been hanging around Julio too much.
He been hanging around Quinterios way too long.
That man said he got paid, and then he had a problem with the team because he wasn't getting catches, even though they was winning football game.
Yeah. What do you mean, bro? They started throwing him the ball. He had a problem with them throwing him the ball. Like, bro, just go to bed. All right, just go to sleep. Okay.
Mm,
50 Shades of Gray. You know what?
no, nope.
Why?
On that, no.
Why? 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 That can't be.
Well, that what you say? That better not be.
No,
You better not.
no way. No way. 50 Shades of Gray. Well, you need to be reading a psychology book. That's what you need to be reading.
um, but I refuse to believe that's what he was reading.
No way that.
Look, what we expect to hear from Kevin Tuesday here, I don't know. All I know is you're gonna see a bunch of angry reporters, and if y'all look in the chat during that press conference, it's gonna be a whole bunch of angry hotel motherfuckers in there talking about we shall overcome. That's all you're gonna see throughout that whole thing. Like I said, bro, this looks like this Kevin Stefanski hire is one of the most controversial hires I think this team has ever fucking experienced, and it is motherfucking hilarious to me because I'm like, wow, we really causing this much like I said, they literally sitting here causing this much controversy to the point where they got these motherfuckers crashing the fuck out.
If you need a damn book to calm you down at a football game, you are a mental health patient. Okay? You really are a mental health patient. I need to read a book to calm me down. Huh?
I want to read a
I
book.
need to read a book, y'all, to calm me down for a foot. Why are you playing football if you're trying to calm down?
I mean, what's up, Don?
What's good, y'all? Another day in the life of being a Falcons fan in Atlanta, Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
where people care too much about image and symbolism than actually chasing a Lombardi trophy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is the consensus right there. But go ahead. What you got?
I mean, all I can say is bless these folks, bless their hearts, man.
Like you said, you just got to get to a point right now where it's like, like I said, but no, you don't even have to you don't even put your energy into trying to convince people. You gotta let the shit. You gotta let the shit play itself out.
Mm-hmm.
Rather, rather than something that they want to hear, that they don't want to hear, whatever. Go.
Mhm.
But since you on here, Don, like you said, man, um, you ought to explain to people your thoughts on the new Jacqueline Rodgers. How? Because I know you the one that kind of sent the article that broke it down to me. You want to break it? You want to break it down to the people right quick before we get up on out here?
Pretty much so she's the manager of coaching operations.
Right.
So that term or that position is for someone that does logistical stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and they look at the logistics. They also look at analytics for the entire coaching staff, even the position players, to see how they are faring off with 31 other position. Like for instance, D line coach. All right. So what they'll do, they'll look at the players, their stats, how they developing, and how they fare with the other coaching staff across the league. I really think this was a position. Yes, it was created by the team, but I really think Josh Blank studied teams across the league, and the successful teams that have that title, um, they've been successful. So let me just name off some teams. Director of coaching operation. So you got teams that call it director of coaching operation, coaching operator coordinator, or football operation manager coordinator. It's the same thing. So San Francisco have one, the Rams have one, Kansas City has one. All those three teams have it common. They've been to Super Bowls recently. Two of them won them. So another team that has them is Green Bay, Minnesota, Chicago. We know Minnesota, they have, they be in the mix here and there in the playoffs. Green Bay, they been good ever since LaFleur got there. And in Chicago, I think Chicago just added theirs this season. And look how they did this year. And then, of course, New England has one, Pittsburgh and Baltimore. And Seattle has one too. So all those teams I just named, they're normally successful. And they're consistently successful.
That makes
So essentially, it's just a numbers guy, just to keep up with the trends.
Just not trends, but also it's like a liaison between the coaching staff, and the front office. Because say for instance, if I'm Tommy Reese, right, and I may ask him, hey, I may need a consultant, an offensive consultant. Well, before we had this position, the coaches had to go ask Rich McKay. He was the guy to ask. And most of the time, either the message doesn't get to him or he's not well equipped to understand what coaches need. So he may say no. But with a manager of coaching operations, they understand well what coaches need to be successful. So those teams that I just listed, they have that person for that purpose, to make sure the coaching staff have everything they need to succeed. I hope that's a great snapshot that I just gave everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, somebody who just won't lie to the
There's no oversight. There's clear. There's very it's
Oh wow.
transparency and then accountability. It's also another accountability module as well. That what they've been talking about all this whole time: accountability, holding people accountable.
Oh wow. So they said that. So Ski said the Browns reached out to Chris Shula for the head coaching vacancy, and he declined the offer. That's the third coach that declined the interview for the damn Cleveland Browns.
I said this before we got Stefanski. I'm like, the Browns should have just kept Stefanski. What I would have done with Stefanski in Cleveland. I'm like, okay, you'll keep your job, but you're gonna have to hire. You're gonna have to hire some more people for your coaching staff because this ain't it.
Right.
So and really Andrew Berry, man, I just really think yes, far as people can say, well, he drafting well and stuff, but again, players I don't like I said, it's so much to talk about with that organization. I know we had Mac on last night and he pretty much told us everything. It just when you're a poorly ran organization, it's just I don't know. But Jacqueline, she was only there for 1 year. They just got her this year. So
Okay.
they really didn't really see change the difference because sometimes when you add a position like that, it take a couple of years for you to see results.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And I'm about to say, damn. So another coach turned down the Browns job. Lord.
it's too
So,
much. Like you got to think about the draft, not the draft, but the cap space up there. I'm pretty sure they still paying Deshaun a lot of money. I think that contract don't come off the books till what 2028,
Boy,
2027, 2028, something like that. It ain't coming off this year.
no, they trying to see if they can keep him. To be honest,
And wait, he gonna get hurt again? He has injuries. Like I don't.
yeah,
I
they
don't think
trying
he
to
can stay
keep
healthy.
him compete for the job. That's what I
Yeah.
heard. That's what I saw.
said Jamal said coaches are scared to go there because of the organization, and then you have to deal with the Shador cult.
Yep, and that's the main thing, the Shador thing right there.
The
But
Shador, see, like I said, like I said, they may have to hire a coach from within, but a lot of people, y'all gotta realize that shit, that like you said, that shit can scare people off in a heartbeat.
mhm.
It's kind of like one of those. It's like one of those deals where do I really, like I said, do I really want to deal with this for the simple fact that if anything messed up, I'm going to be called a racist if I don't win. I don't think that. That's why I say you can't use that term like that.
So yeah, so let me list the names of the coach. I'm not even gonna go too far back. Chris Palmer in '99, he only was there 2 seasons. Butch
Mm-hmm.
Davis 3 seasons. Romeo Crennel 3 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Mangini 2 seasons. Pat Schumer 2 seasons. Rob Trubisky 1 season. Mike Pinetti 2 seasons. Hugh Jackson 2 seasons. Greg Wade, Greg was the interim. Freddie Kitchens 1 season, and then Kevin Stefanski 6 seasons.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Don't like he's the longest. Stefanski was the longest serving Browns coach since I want to say since Marty Schottenheimer. Well, yeah, Marty Schottenheimer. I think he did 4 or 5 years there. But no, it was Sam. It was Sam. You got to go all the way back to the late '70s. That's what I'm saying. Like they just haven't had any stability, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hate to say it, but the Browns are like the Atlanta Hawks of the NFL. It's just coaches don't last long.
Mm. So Dre Woods here. So the dislike for Stefanski is to create a divide within our organization, because if coaches are like, nah, keep your money, it must be the organization after all. Can the motherfucker speak up now?
Hold on. I'm having trouble understanding what he's saying.
Nah, basically it's saying that this like, okay, so we read, so the dislike for Stefanski is to create a divide within our organization, which is public wise, to create a divide.
Who?
Well, they talk about the media, the fans, and all that stuff.
Y'all doing that? The media ain't doing. You doing that?
You know why? You know why they doing? They're gonna keep doing it because they know they getting a reaction out of y'all dumbass.
Y'all doing that?
I'm just gonna be straight up. I'm just gonna be straight up honest. They look. The media ain't dumb. They. That's why they call it social media for a reason, because they look at everybody's opinions about Stefanski, and they was like, oh, you got the Cam Newtons, the prime. Like I'm like, why is Dion even talking about this, bro? Don't you got a whole football team you need to be trying to recruit and stuff right now? You up here on a podcast talking about it's a bad move for the Falcons, bro. Ain't nobody ask you about your opinion.
Yeah, that ain't the damn. The Falcons trying to, or the media, you doing that by responding. If I call Kev stupid today and Kev respond and say, I ain't stupid, whose fault is it?
I responded to it, so I think I'm stupid. Yeah.
That's it. It's not like if I respond to somebody calling me stupid, I know I'm not stupid. Then who the stupid one?
That part. Well,
Don don't have nothing to Don don't have nothing to prove to me when I say, Don, I don't believe you're a teacher, Don. I don't believe you're a teacher, Don. Prove to me you're a teacher. What is he supposed to do? If he respond to that stupid shit, like he really is dumb for like that's you. Ain't nobody tell you to respond to stupid. You stupid if you respond to stupid. What Warren said all the time. It ain't our job to
understand stupid.
That, yep.
Like we know who we are. Like that's crazy to say. It's like that. Like the media job. The media job is to do
what it's been doing.
What it's been doing. They
Stir
make
up,
money
stir
off
up the
your
controversy.
reaction.
Stir up the controversy. That's all it is. It's money. That's like, again, yeah, like we said, man. We done had people on, and we're gonna continue to bring people on about this. Like, it ain't about convincing you guys, because at the end of the day, y'all can think on y'allself. Y'all can think on y'all own. Y'all grown. Y'all adults. So, but we're here to inform. That's what our platform is for, to inform the masses. Mm-hmm. So it's up to you to believe what you want.
Oh Lord. Here you go. Taking way out of context. Oh Jesus Christ.
What?
Now Dre saying it was taken. How the hell I'm gonna take something you said out of context? My brain hurt, y'all. My brain hurts.
Who said the point I was making is that the dislike was to make the fans uneasy about supporting the new coach.
That's what I said, dumbass.
That's what he just said. That's what Don just said.
Christ, boy. That's what I just said. You really just prove our point right there. The media's job is to make you respond to something that Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God.
That's what I do. That's why I ain't say.
You really just proved the dang on point.
That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't say nothing because some people just can't comprehend well. And again, if we break down things in layman's terms, and y'all still can't understand, then I don't know what to tell y'all.
I don't have a clue to what. That's literally what I said. You tell me, Mike, that's not what I said. You didn't say what you said. You said. Jesus Christ, boy.
I don't respond though. So okay. So
Oh boy.
Why are you sitting there? Look, like, it don't even apply to you. So he said, I read and keep it pushing.
Yeah. Hey. I did it but like I said, that was literally what was said. So that's why I was trying to get the correlation, because if that's what you said and that's what they said, I was like, where's the disconnect? Because you literally said the same thing. Monday said he said I entertained the race war Monday. I've moved on. I'm on to asking AI who's the better fit between Newsel and Jake Slaughter from Florida. Yeah, like you said. The thing about it is that these motherfuckers gonna be crying, bitching, complaining, and setting up picket lines around the city of Atlanta about this hire. Like I said, they're gonna be doing it. They're gonna be doing it all 2026. So at this point in time, if y'all asses even think about entertaining these motherfuckers out here, look, I waved the white flag on their ass.
Up, bro.
Man, we literally sat here and talked about Kevin Stefanski for about 3 days.
Look at that. Now he just fucking with us. All right.
No.
Nah, because if he was, he would have said that first.
Yeah.
But
we've been talking about Kevin Stefanski since Sunday. It's Thursday.
It's Thursday and my motherfucking head hurt. Yeah. My motherfucking head hurt, but
I'm tired, bro.
I'm tired. Our eyes tired. Bro, we ain't even in February yet. We got about 7-8 days before February hit.
At this point, man, we done talked about Kevin Stefanski so much, man. We done found out this man got dumped in college. Like, I'm like, bro, like y'all, it's.
Y'all literally sitting here trying to find articles on his life, whether if he was gay or not in high school. Boy, I'm like, you motherfuckers is getting on my nerves.
Or he don't recycle, or like, bro, it's
Boy, these motherfuckers so mad at Kevin Stefanski, they probably try to research what his dick size is. y'all motherfuckers is crazy out here. I'm so serious, bro. But I've never been this drained.
Wow.
This mentally drained talking about a subject for 4 days. And having to look around the internet, having to have these conversations on some shit that's not even a football conversation. This is on some personal shit. This is on some personal shit. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Like I had to go through the Corey Holcomb, Anton Daniel shit, to this shit. Like,
oh boy.
And no homo. Hell, the other night I had a dream about damn Stefanski, like coaching, like his first game coaching the Falcons. Like, I'm like, bro, like I woke up, I'm like, damn, I woke up, I'm like, hold on, it's September already.
What the?
I looked up, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go to work.
Oh my
Like,
God,
I'm
bro!
like,
What
damn, like
the
y'all
hell?
got us to the point, like, bro, we are tired, bro. Y'all making this like,
Yeah,
like the whole platform that went from where we used to talk about everything to the point of now it's just Stefanski
It's all Stefanski.
and these dumbass fans.
Because
Lord, y'all is killing me, man.
oh my
Like I
God.
said, like I said, I'm at like right now. Like I said, right now I'm at the point now. I'm more focused on what the team needs right here. So this is my advice to everybody that's watching.
Hold on. Yeah, you ain't finna talk about tell us you're gay without telling us you're gay, bro. You don't get out of here with that. Ain't nobody gay on this panel. I don't know. I
Name K Biggs. Like what? You named after another man. Shut your punk ass up. Like what the fuck wrong with you? You gonna try to come in and try to call somebody else sexuality when you name yourself after a man?
Look.
Get
I
out of
got
here, man.
I got 3 kids with 2 baby mamas and the child support to back it up. So hey, come with it.
That man named himself after another man talking about somebody gay. You man, get out of here, boy. Boy, Jesus Christ. Some of y'all men's.
Lord.
Oh, that's
So I
funny.
guess we gay now for defending people now. So
Yeah, whatever. Look, like I said, man. But we own to team personnel what needs to be done for this team. Like I said, like the Tay Biggs and all them, see, they can sit in here and cry about Kevin Stefanski for the next 11 months.
Wow.
Bro, I don't care. I'll see what this team success gonna be.
Man,
hold on. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say some suspect stuff real quick for you. Until you get a woman that can pull some Miss Buttersworth on your stump, on your chest, and she licks it off, then come holler at me, guy.
you know what?
What? The fuck was
You know what the crazy part about it? I believe every word that motherfucker just said. I believe every word he just said.
And that's a PG done right there.
That's how
When you have a woman,
That sounds like some dumb shit right
when you have a woman, just get the Miss Buttersworth and she rubbing on your chest and she lick it off.
He's
then
you gotta think he's a mad Shador Sanders fan right now. So you know how we had to deal with the Raheem thieves the last couple of years. We got a brand new coat that we gotta deal with. It's the Shador suckers. How about that? But Jay Black with the $10 said Matt Ryan came to Atlanta under a racial cloud because of Mike Vick. Took us to a Super Bowl. Now Stefanski is coming under a racial cloud like Matt. Stefanski taking us to the Super Bowl. Lord.
Wow. This man up here talking about other man's sexuality. Wow.
Yeah, man. Like I said, he's one of those butthurt Shador Sanders fans that don't like Kevin Stefanski. That's all it comes down to.
That's what it comes down.
That's all it is.
I'm gonna have people calling me Mr. Buttersworth now.
Yeah, so like I said, bro,
right, that's your biggest comeback. But that shows you ain't gay. But whatever.
It ain't even about gay. So
man, look, man. We up here defending, man. You up here trying to call another man gay on a football subject, bro? This don't go together, okay?
maybe there's some skeletons in that closet that need
like
to come
that.
out.
Look, that's some damn big skeletons in that closet. Okay?
No, look. He want to be entertained. I'm about to entertain him. Mama, am I gay?
If you want, you'll be dead. Hell no. I would think I'll kill that motherfucker.
That's my mama. That's my
His brother
mama.
didn't live.
No, but hey, we don't have to.
If you want to be dead, wow. Ain't that?
Y'all ain't
Oh,
shit.
boy.
Y'all ain't shit.
Why did I expect that response?
Mm.
Oh my god.
He said, "You be dead."
That's your entertainment for the night.
They, but
And you see why I cannot have Mama Dunn on the show.
nah,
Our channel will be shut down
Yeah.
in 3 seconds.
nah,
Oh boy.
nah. Like I said, bro, he's one of the butthurt Shador Sanders fans who's an anti Kevin Stefanski guy, and instead of saying that, he resort to the sexuality because
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
yeah.
When they don't have any other material, they resort to calling people gay, or they resort to calling some the name calling and
that's your
stuff.
man.
Like,
That's your manhood. They try to go after your manhood.
Exactly.
I ain't got nothing to prove my manhood. Trust me. I done
Nah,
look.
Cause what happened was he came in on the back end of a joke that was said, and instead of listening to the whole joke, he just heard the back. He heard the back part of it.
That right there funny in its damn self, Kevin. Okay,
Exactly.
funny in itself.
Exactly. So what the term was, what was said was, I said, these motherfuckers looking so far deep into Kevin Stefanski's life and try to find anything and everything racist. I said they probably go look up what the size of his manhood is. And he just focused on the manhood part instead of
I'm sure he did.
And now he want to call somebody an uneducated idiot. First off, if you're gonna say obviously you're an uneducated idiot, it's supposed to be obviously you're an uneducated idiot. And you make sure you use an instead of a, because it's a vowel. Uneducated, the first letter is a vowel.
Yes.
But whatever, man.
But that, like I said, he wanted to get his frustrations out on the show because, like I said, because he's one of those Shador Sanders suckers that is like very anti Kevin Stefanski, and like I said, instead of listening to the whole joke, he took one part of the joke and tried to insinuate shit. So,
man named Tay Biggs trying to call somebody gay. What? Hey, that is freaking hilarious.
Mucho say, what Biggs in the R. Kelly video?
No. Hey. This is Tay Biggs. How you doing, Tay Biggs? What the hell is going on? What you mean is going on? The door is telling me that you're sleeping with another fan.
Exactly. But we gonna get up on out of here, man. We this was supposed to be an hour damn show. I was like, nigga, how we end up on here for 20 more goddamn minutes?
Yeah, we gotta hop off because the wrestling show something about to come on.
Okay. Oh yeah. It's true. It's true. Truth still go. Yeah. Y'all still got it.
I don't know if he's doing it or not. I'll probably hop on a little bit. Look, I just got in the door. I gotta go eat. I'm hungry.
Look, Leo said Biggs was trapped in the closet.
Whoa. Wow.
So hey. So until next time, people, we ain't here to play.
Oh no.
We here to stay.
Ooh yeah. Tay Biggs is fruity.
Fruit booted to the 10th power. He like I said, I don't know somebody that would say that y'all sound real suspect when the whole conversation wasn't even nothing on that note.
Mm.
So he sat here, he sat through this whole line, and the first thing he heard was a joke, and he's trying to call the he tried to say the panel was in the closet.
Man.
Yeah, that's a butthurt Shador Sanders fan right there for you. So till next time, people, we ain't here to play.
Oh no.
Leo say he must be from New Orleans.
Dang.
Yeah. We here to stay.
Ooh yeah, dig it.
You ain't gotta go home.
But Tay Biggs' hairline got the hell up out of his head because that thing way
Wow.
back.
Damn.
I'm looking at his picture now. Boy, that boy hairline way back.
Well, you say he got that Manchu hairline. That's what you said.
Boy.
That shit go. They said that shit go far back as the Yellow Turban Rebellion.
Dang.
Oh man, we out here. Damn shame. Deuces.
God almighty.